We owe it all to Andy Warhol and to Anita Bryant.
Hello and welcome to the Tour Project. I'm Project Manager Eric Solomon. For this stop on the tour, navigate to 551 Ponce de Leon Avenue, Atlanta, Georgia, 30308. This is the former site of Mrs. P's Bar and Restaurant, or Mrs. P's Tea Room. It was named after Vera Phillips, who, along with Hubert Phillips, was a co-founder of the Piedmont Tavern. Mrs. P's Bar was a bar and restaurant that opened in 1956. It originally attracted a large lesbian clientele who had previously frequented the Piedmont Tavern after their softball games. Mrs. P's later became a haven for the leather and western scenes that were popular among white gay men in Atlanta. These more overtly queer patrons attracted the ire of the Atlanta Police Department, who conducted multiple raids on the bar and others nearby in an attempt to enforce the homophobic sodomy laws of the time. Originally built in the 1930s, the building which housed Mrs. P's served as the Ponce de Leon Hotel, a 58-room, 18,500 square foot extended stay hotel, according to an article from Curbed Atlanta. In 2014, this hotel was sold and converted into the Ponce de Leon Student Housing Building, or Ponce Student Suites. In 2019, it was purchased and developed into what is now the Wiley Hotel, which is a revival of the original 551 Ponce. It is a boutique hotel, and those who remember Mrs. P's Tea Room, according to the Wiley Hotel website, home of Atlanta's first drag show, will delight in the news of Mrs. P's Bar and Kitchen, a dignified but approachable dining lounge offering southern eats and inventive drinks. It is represents Wiley Hotel as a friend to anyone who crosses the threshold. Here's Dave Hayward on Mrs. P's, recalling memories conveyed to him by the late, great Atlanta drag queen, Diamond Lil.
As we said, many places along Ponce de Leon have always been friendly to our community, and many bars and businesses. And one of the major ones was Mrs. P's Bar. That went all the way back to 1956. And one of the stories that my late great friend Diamond Lil, the drag queen performer, likes to tell is that she actually went to Mrs. P's Bar. This is probably about 1960 or early 60s, and said that there actually was a Mrs. P and her husband who ran the bar. And she said that they tried to make it a straight bar and were not very successful, and went back to it being a gay bar. And Diamond would love to tell how Mrs. P would run around the bar and yell at everyone to drink up because she wanted people to spend as much money as possible in the bar and to drink as much as possible. And then years later, Mrs. P's became a leather bar, a leather and Levi bar, and totally changed its nature. So attracting people who were into leather or cowboy or Levi or whatever.
Thank you for joining us on this stop of the Tour Project. For more information, visit tourqueeratlanta.org. That's TUOR queeratlanta.org.